Miami played Florida. Miami pounded Florida. Look, and I was a little bit nervous picking this game. I took Miami minus 2.5 on our show, but I didn't feel like great about it. I'm like Mario
Mm.
Cristobal going on the road, and we talked about these staffs. Dude, Cam Ward looks like that dude that we've seen in his best moments. He had a complete set of talent around him. They ran the football well. They threw the football well. 3 sacks on defense. They don't only that one interception by Cam Ward. They dominated time of possession, 34 minutes. This was an overall domination and a game that I think Florida fans might have liked to see. And we were talking about taking the over and 4.5 for Florida's win total. It felt like it was pretty good, but yeah, honestly, yeah, this offense was really bad. But the thing that I take away is that like Miami's secondary, if Miami's secondary is really good, dude, like this is a team that I might be regretting not taking that 60-1 to win the national championship.
Well, we
Not to
said
overreact or anything, which we don't do on this
we
show.
we said when if Miami's gonna go, they're gonna go big, right? So if they hit, they will hit hard, and obviously the sky's the limit with Cam Ward and that team, especially. Jeez, holy cow! I mean, I just thought like they were superior athletes to Florida. They bullied them. That defensive line, they're very tough. Very disappointing to see Florida come out and kind of lay an egg in week one. And yes, Miami deserves a lot of flowers, but and I told this I was watching with the people I was watching with. I was like, listen, Miami's really really talented, and Cam Ward is incredible, but sometimes he's like this, and sometimes he's like this. And if you're watching on Spotify, basically that just means like you don't know. Like we've seen this story where he comes out flying to start season, and then he hits a wall. You're hoping the talent around him, the coaching, the experience he has, leads that not to happen. So I'm not ready to fully commit to handing the ACC to Miami, although it looks like they feel pretty good about it right now. But again, to me, this is more about Florida and how do they respond? How do they get up off of the mat after a just brutal showing? You get Samford to get things right, and then you get A&M, who is also probably going to be pissed as well.
But
And
also
then,
vulnerable.
but exactly, yep. But so we'll see. And Mertz, who I was hoping more from him for sure, and those receivers, DK and Badger, like we're hoping to see those guys get more involved and all. And outside of your long run from Montrell Johnson, that was it. That was it for the offense there. So we'll see. Obviously, a lot to be learned over the next couple weeks for sure about this Florida team and Napier's job and everything else there. But again, 2 turnovers, it wasn't even the penalties that got you. It was just you just got bullied on both sides. You couldn't stop them. 50% on third down, and you were 1 for 9 on third down. That can't happen. You just didn't throw the ball well. Under 5 yards per attempt. It was tough. It
Yeah.
was tough. And outside that long run, like I said for Johnson, you could not get anything going on the ground there. To me, a lot of that's to Miami's defensive line. But if you're year three of Billy Napier, like where are the athletes on the offensive and defensive line that you were hoping to? Cam Ward had all day back there. And I know Miami's strength is honestly in their trenches for sure, but disappointing.
Yeah, man. Like that game in Gainesville in week 3 against Texas A&M, I think for both teams, the result I think is going to drastically change the expectations for each fan base heading forward.
Yeah. Well, for sure. And who needs it more? It's definitely Napier, but I know Elko wants that real bad. But switching over to Miami here in terms of their outlook, and they get some South Florida in a couple weeks, and then you're
Schedule
looking at some of their
pretty
teams. We talked. Well, yeah, that'll be fun. It's on the road. We looked at teams in the ACC on their schedule. It's going to give them problems, right? FSU and Virginia Tech, and now FSU. To me, I feel worse about FSU than Virginia Tech. I think
I still like
Virginia Tech
Virginia Tech,
can get it right for sure, and maybe Vanderbilt's pretty damn good, but
but they get Virginia Tech at home.
they get them at home and Florida State at home too. So you're looking at a ton of win tough like your tough games at home. And then you've got some out of away games and with Cal and Louisville and Georgia Tech and whatnot. But this Miami team, like we said, not to overreact. And I'm waiting. There's gonna be a dud. It's Mark Cristobal. It's Cam Ward. There's gonna be a dud coming somewhere. Can you survive it? Is your talent good enough? Can you rebound and readjust in the second half and come back and win a football game that you probably shouldn't win, but because of your talent, because of your mindset, you can win it. So we'll see here. And DJ Lagway, are we gonna see him soon? Like, are we gonna see him in week 3? No, right? It's gonna be Mertz coming out there.
Well, I think the sentiment in College Station is that I think they're hopeful to see DJ Lagway in College Station next year.
Just, I mean,
Uh,
he might end up in Miami too. By the way,
yeah, I don't know. Yeah,
or he maybe
kind of
he's at
stupid.
Florida.
It's kind of stupid to speculate right now after week
Yeah,
one,
that's
but
crazy. Talking about a back, yeah.
yeah,
But again,
kind of
like
stupid.
Lagway, and he came in, and yeah, he's freshman and whatever. So I'm not like, I don't think he can save that team in this season.
No,
I think it's got to be Mertz, and it's got to be the defense, and it's got to be the offensive line getting better. Otherwise, holy cow! And but here's the thing, like A&M, I guess we're not even doing an A&M preview right now, but their D line, I didn't think was uber oppressed with them, right? So maybe Florida is going to be able to have their way. But wow, this Miami team's talented. Fletcher's, I like watching Fletcher run. I know he didn't have crazy
they're
numbers, but
both
he
so
just
good in the
runs
backfield.
hard. Martinez is incredible. Ward scampering around is electrifying. And Xavier Shepard, guy we talked about fantasy, love that, love that for him. And just the different weapons and receivers they have, and how deep they are, and the different versatility they have in that wide receiver and tight end room too. This is really, really fun. Really, really fun.